I was gonna say, Matt, that I don't care when we meet either, but I think we have to take attendance for math, no?
I think so. I kind of took attendance and advising.
I did too. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure this was open for Rose.
I
Or
hope
Ruby.
so. Everything goes
Rose.
fine.
Oh,
How have you been, Riley?
I've been good. I've just been working a lot, but yeah, living.
Hey, money's money.
Money is money, and I'm making good money right now, so I can't complain.
Oh, there we go.
Right. How have you been? How was your weekend? What did you do?
Uh, what did I do? I went to the gym.
Oh, okay.
Um, took a lot of naps.
Yeah,
That's one should.
I like naps. Yeah, when we were watching, I don't know if you came for the movie night, but when we were watching the movie night, I passed out halfway through. Great.
Nah, I kind of fell asleep right before the movie night, and then woke up at like 8:30, and I was all, oh,
Yeah, I definitely fell asleep during the movie night and woke up at like 8:30. So, but it was really cute.
what was it?
It was mostly Summer Bridge Leaders.
Mm.
Morning,
Ruby.
Morning.
guys. Week 2.
Yeah, week 2. I'm gonna make you host because we're gonna meet and do something.
Fun things, huh?
Yes.
Exciting planning.
Mhm.
Thank you. Are
Yeah, of course.
you guys leaving me for the 2 hours?
I don't know about the full 2 hours, but for probably a little chunk of it.
Okay. Because the second hours we have presentations, so if you guys can come back, hopefully.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
We can do that.
Okay, cool. And if not, no worries.
Okay.
Okay.
How are you doing? How was your weekend?
Busy. That's busy and restful at the same time.
Yeah.
Busy because I had a lot of prep, a lot of things to prep and stuff like that. Then restful because once I was done, I was done.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, next weekend it's going to be a busy weekend. It's the 4th of July weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I wonder how that's going to play out with this shelter in place, semi shelter in place.
Right. I don't know.
Could be very different.
Mhm.
How many students do we have today? Do you guys know?
It was 19 minus me, Erica, and Bella, and Matt.
15.
So 15. Thank you. You've just been so good today, Matt. My brain is not yet screwed on. So
Early.
I feel it.
We usually start at 11.
yeah.
I'm kind of just used to being up because my sleep schedule is so messed up. I go to bed at
I
9 and I'll
remember
wake up
that.
at like 3 and I'll be up for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Really?
I
Yeah.
cannot.
Energy and everything.
Like, if, and otherwise I'll go to bed like at 11, wake up at 3, and then I'll go back to sleep at like 10.
Oh gosh. Are you productive?
No.
Hmm.
I go to the gym, hopefully,
Something.
every once in a while.
I love sleep, so I can't relate.
I can't either.
I like sleep, but it just doesn't like me back.
Oh. Addie, I don't know if you can see my shirt, but I just realized that it's greeting you.
I love that.
How was your weekend?
It was good. I definitely
Feels like
needed to catch up on some
students
math
still need to join. I only have 8 participants.
with my sweater. How about you?
I guess I'll
I
get
do know one of my students will be coming to the, like, at least for part of the math portion. He has a not math, a job interview.
Oh, how exciting. Okay.
Let's turn our cameras on.
And so she texted me this morning, and then I told her to let Erica and you know. So I don't know if you got anything.
I'll check in a minute. I haven't checked.
Okay, but she had like a call or something because she got a job. They're calling her again or something. So I'm just like, you're making money. You do you.
I think I'm the only one.
Hey Riley, I'm gonna leave the meeting and then I'm gonna FaceTime you and Bella so we can start our summer bridge meeting.
Bye, you guys. Thank you.
I'm gonna leave too, but good luck. Thank you. We'll see you probably at 11 so we can see the presentation.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
Morning, everyone. I'm gonna give other students another minute or two. And so we'll just hang tight before we start. Give me 1 second. Morning, everyone. How are we doing?
Amazing, amazing. How are you?
I'm good.
Woo woo. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy second week. You're almost done, you guys.
Yay.
With this accomplishment.
Honestly, summer bridge is probably like the best choice ever. I love it.
Yeah. It's so fun and exciting. It's unfortunate that you're doing it all online, but at least you have something, right?
You're right.
It's fun in general.
It is. Would have been more fun in person, but it's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an experience. So if next year everything's back to normal, definitely think about becoming leaders.
Mm-hmm.
With that experience.
Yeah.
Okay, seems like they said 19, 15, and I'm only having. Okay, we'll give them another minute. Okay, another minute. Morning. Did you guys have breakfast? Not yet, maybe.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I had some eggs and that was pretty much it.
I love all food, but waking up to food is like the best.
Right.
Okay, I guess we'll start. How did it go on Friday? Were you all able to connect with your groups, your team members? Anyone have any issues?
Yeah, we were able to be in contact, set up like a little group message with my group, and it was pretty good, and we got it done in like probably like 30 minutes or so.
Cool.
It's pretty easy.
So group 3 is good and ready.
Yes.
Okay. What about my other group? Esther, my group 1, how did you guys do? I think you guys were pretty solid right after our meeting. Not sure.
Yeah, we did the whole doc, so I'm pretty sure we're just gonna copy and paste everything to the slide because everything's on there.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So
I think
we're
that's the
ready
plan.
to go. Okay. So group 2, Javier, are you here? Dom, how did it go with your group? No? Can you hear me? Elizabeth, I think you're also in group 2. How'd it go? Alejandro, is he here? No. Okay, we'll come back to group 2. Let's see, is anyone here for group 4 from group 4? Uh-oh. Group 5, Nadia, are you here? Were you able to connect with your group?
Yeah, I was good, but Adon dropped out, so we didn't really have him.
So you were a group of 2?
Yeah.
Aw. Okay. So Adan is no longer part of the bridge?
I don't think so.
He's not no more.
Okay. So you guys were able to do at least something? How was it? I know it was a really confusing Friday because a lot of you didn't really know about the Zoom, the 1 hour of Zoom that we would have. And so I missed out on helping a lot of you. I think I was only able to help a group. So don't worry, the first hour of today's session will be just for that, helping you get started if that's where you're at, or helping you finalize your presentation if that's where you're at, or if you're in the middle, don't worry, don't stress. We'll get this done together, I promise. Just checking in for now. Is anyone here from group 6? Let's see. Amy, Sergio, Julie, Jeanette. Okay, group 6. Do any of my groups that are present want to say anything? Let me know something. Julie, you're here. Yeah. Okay. Julie, were you able to connect with your group?
No, I wasn't able to connect. Amy said that she dropped out, and I sent like a message on, I think, Canvas to my group members, but they didn't respond.
Okay.
So I have like a question, but I didn't complete it yet.
Okay, so I think I will start with you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Since you're like a group of 1, unless you want to join someone else.
Can I join Alejandro?
Alejandro, what group is he?
I think group 3. I'm not sure.
Let me look for Alejandro. I love you too. My little sister, you guys, look at this. Look at this. She's a baker. A ver, ¿dónde está Alejandro? Alejandro, is he group 2? Is he here? See, I don't think he's. Oh, there he is. Alejandro, how was group 2?
We haven't really started, or I haven't really gotten in communication with them. I had like a rough weekend, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so then that's perfect because you and Julie can start working together. So you weren't able to talk to Estrella, Dom, Javier, or Elizabeth? Elizabeth is here.
Fortunately, no.
Okay, so Elizabeth, Alejandro, and Julie. Because you're present. Is anyone else here? Is Dom? Dom, can you hear me? Dom, are you there? All right, you guys. So I'm Dom, Elizabeth, Alejandro, and Julie will get you started soon. Probably when we start our breakout rooms, I'll work with this group first, okay? Because everyone else, other than group 4, everyone else has basically told me that they're ready and they're good to start. Anyone here from group 4? Jaylene, Nico, tampoco. Nayeli? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna start so once again, the first hour is just gonna be dedicated for you, the whole hour for you to finalize your PowerPoint presentation. I sent you all a demo, a little example of what I was expecting. Don't feel like it has to be exactly the same format that I chose. Please feel free to modify and change it as you please. Please feel free to keep it like it is, just changing your title, your question, your pictures, obviously, right? So the first hour is just for that. The second hour, we're all going to come back. And I'm guessing that each team, each group, I have 5 groups, will have about 10 minutes max to present what they came up with, what their statistical question was, what they noticed from their plots, and their conclusions, basically. Anyone not have access to the PowerPoint that I sent out, I believe, on Friday? All right, so I'm gonna create your groups. Please join them as soon as you can. And then I'll be popping in, checking in with each group for the first hour. So we have until 11 to work with our groups, okay? So give me a minute, it's gonna take me a while. Jimena isn't here. Is Jimena here? No. Is Blanca here? Yes, I see her. Weird. I think my only two that I have left is Nadia and Estrella. Estrella, were you working with another group? Yes, you were working with group 2. And then Nadia, since no one is here from your group other than you, would you like to join? Would you like to work alone, or would you like it if I just assign you to a group?
Can you just assign me to a random group?
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna give you to group 1, just because that's the only group with 3 students at the moment. So I'm sure group 1 will make you feel welcome. And then, like I said, join your group, join your breakout rooms, and I'm gonna start out with my group that wasn't able to get in touch with either, well, with the majority of the participants. So just work together if you're basically almost done, finalize your project, and then just chat with each other until I get to you. And so you've all been invited. Esther, did I not, oh yeah, you're group 1, Esther. All right, you guys, welcome back. So if you haven't already given me permission to access your slides, please do so. So start sharing them with me. Unless, Riley, do you know how we can give them permission to share their screen for their presentations?
Professor Ruby, can you repeat that, please?
Do you guys know if the students have permission to share their screen?
I don't think they do.
Okay.
Unless they're in breakout rooms.
Oh, I see. Okay. So then I'm going to need every single one of you, well, not every single one of you, but each group member, one person from each group, share their slides with me, and then I'll share the screen so that we can present them. Welcome back, you guys. And so we only have 3 groups of 5. Each group has 5 members. And I'm thinking that each of you will have like 10 minutes to present. Don't feel like you have to take up the whole 10 minutes, but definitely at least more than 5 minutes per group. Remember that each person in the group has to speak. And so I'll give you a minute or 2 to share those PowerPoint slides with me.
Hey, Ruby, Bella said that you could make it so the students could share the screen.
So I give them permission.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
The graph a little bit more, and then in the conclusion, maybe talking about why they could not be correlated, and like maybe some ideas.
Would it be under multiple participants can share their
why
screen?
right now during the pandemic?
Yeah, or
in the spirit of summer break.
A ver, Jimena, can you try sharing your screen? See if it works. Just anything. If you have your PowerPoint, that's fine too.
How would I do that?
Down at the bottom, you know where you have your mute, your camera, security, all of you should have a little box that says share screen. Just let you.
Oh yeah.
So I think it works.
Are you guys doing it now?
Nope, not yet.
I think I have to click.
So click on share. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay, lovely. So that works too. Would you guys like to do it this way? Would you like it if I shared the screen? What would you prefer?
I don't really know. It's kind of like up to my group members. I'm not really tripping though.
Okay. I think it's easier if I just allow you guys to share. Is that okay?
Okay.
Is everyone okay with that? Is there a group that would like to volunteer to go first? Anyone? Is there a comment?
I think we should go in
We can go
normal
for
order.
In order. So group one, are you ready?
Yeah, I think everyone's here from our group.
Okay, group 1. So give me 1 second. Let me just get it organized. Let me get my timer ready. All right, group 1. Who's going to share the screen for group 1?
I guess that would be me. Give me 1 second.
Let me know once you're ready, and I'll start the timer. Are we ready?
Can you guys see like everything?
Looks fine. Looks perfect.
All
I'm
right.
going to stop my video share because I'm going to be taking some notes.
Okay. For ours, we did, how does heart rate meditation affect students' alertness?
So our question was, how does heart rate meditation affect students' alertness? And we use a box plot, and our our y-axis is the alert responses, and our x-axis is the meditation rates. As you could tell, on the y-axis, there's 5 categories, and on those 5 categories, it's 1 through 5, and the first one's not at all, and then 2 a little, 3 moderately, 4 quite a little bit, and 5 extremely. Another thing I noticed was that all box plots have whiskers, which is kind of nice to see, and it's easier to like it's like a nicer picture when all box plots have all the medium, Q1, Q3, and that it has whiskers. Another thing I noticed was that on 2 a little, there's a outlier that is past 160, which is kind of weird. Well, I thought it was kind of weird because it seems that it has a higher heart rate, but it's not really alert. And and as you can tell, there's many outliers between all 5 categories.
Okay, so for statistics, we found that the mean or average for all of them were usually in the 60s. The most popular response for alertness level was 1, which means that 30% of people felt not alert with meditation. And most of the minimums and maximums are close together also.
Summary and conclusions. 130 heart rate is an outlier on the box plot for quite a bit and back in the box plot. An outlier on the box plot is some people felt very alert after meditating, which is kind of weird. I feel like you should be relaxed after meditating.
And now in conclusion, after looking at all of our data, we just kind of we picked up kind of like on some patterns. So there was very little people who felt extremely alert or very little people felt extremely alert after the meditation. And then, so actually the majority of them felt like not very alert, which means, you know, meditation kind of like helped slow everybody down, or like for the most part, like kind of helped simmer people down. So just like, and in conclusion, maybe we can use, like, you know, if you're ever feeling like you want to like wind down, maybe after a long, rough day, you can always try meditating, and that should kind of like help, at least in some aspect. So yeah, that was it.
Okay, so great job, you guys. Can we go back to the box plots? Because I'm just going to ask you a quick questions, and then I'll open up the questions for the rest of the class. So I noticed that you mentioned an outlier for number 2, which is quite surprising, right? But then I also noticed that for number 1, not at all, we have an outlier down below. Do you think that's a mistake? I mean, this heart rate under 40. Did you click on that one? Did you see that? Did that surprise you too? Do you think that was like a typo? What do you think is going on with number 1 with its low outlier?
So I think that might have just been like part of, you know, a lot of the times with collecting data, there's always going to be like human error or just like little things that like might tweak like our overall response. You know, we are human, we do make mistakes. So it is possible that like maybe one of us made a typo, or I don't know, maybe that person just has like a really, really low heart rate, but it's most likely a typo or something along those lines.
That's pretty scary. My other question to you guys is, what do you think of StatKey? Did you miss calculating all these 5-number summaries by hand and then drawing these box plots? And then calculating these fences for your outliers?
I feel like it's a really easy tool to use, and it's way easier to like complete all the. Oh, I feel like it's easier to complete all 5 summaries than like doing it by hand or by on the calculator. And then it's easier to see all the box plots and how if there's outliers, it's way easier to do it. To see it on StatKey instead of like you drawing the box plot and then you trying to figure out where all the outliers go. I feel like it shows a good graph, and it kind of like summaries, like it kind of like it's easier to see all summaries, and then it gives you not only the minimum of Q1, like not just the 5 summary thing, but also it gives you the standard deviation, like everything else that you should know too. So I feel like it's a good tool to use, and it was a good tool to like know and get familiar with.
Perfect. Yeah, I love StatKey. The best part of StatKey is that it's free. Those of us who've taken some stats courses or data courses in high school or like at a junior college know how expensive calculators can be, huh? And they're not as fast or tech savvy, and they don't give you display as beautiful as StatKey does. Anyways, good work, you guys. I'm really happy with your results. Any questions for group 1? No one's gonna bug them and ask them a question? Okay. Beautiful. Nicely done, group 1. Thank you. Group 2, are you ready, or would you like to go last? I know you guys needed a little bit of more time since you guys had issues connecting with your members. Would you guys like a few more minutes, and should we let group 3 go first? Okay, I'm guessing group 2 will go. So can someone from group 2 share their screen? Dom, Julie, Alejandro.
Actually, can we go last?
You can, okay, you'll go last.
Yeah,
Group
thank you.
3? No problem. Group 3, are we ready?
We are ready.
Beautiful. Can you share your screen?
Yeah, I'm gonna try because I'm doing the Zoom on my phone.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I can do it if you guys want me to.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Thank you, Cesar.
Yeah. How do I share the screen?
So down at the bottom where you have your mute, your camera, you should have a little square with like a arrow pointing up that says share screen. You click on it and then you choose the screen you want to present.
Okay.
Your slides. Take your time, no rush.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So down at the bottom, do you see your mute?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which one it is.
Or you can open your PowerPoint and then go back to sharing the screen, and then it should be an option.
This one? Oh. Doesn't even give me the option to.
No? Do you have your presentation open?
Yeah.
Where do you have it open?
On my Google Drive. On slides.
On slides? Okay. So when you press share screen, does slides show up? It usually gives you like a white page with a bunch of options.
Oh, there you go. I found it.
Okay.
There you go.
Whenever you're ready.
Um,
I think you're on slide 3 at the moment.
yeah, there you go.
First generation.
Okay, so our topic was about the first generation students and the amount of units, and it was by Addie, Cesar, Carlos, Alexis, and me, Lupita. So our question was, are first generation students likely to choose higher or lower units? And our x-axis was number of units in the fall, and our y-axis was first generation students. As you can see, there are outliers mainly in yes and I'm not sure. And the yes and no medians are the same.
So here it's the descriptive statistics. Basically more the median for yes and no. No, it's the bigger number that people say no. The minimum still no, it's the bigger. Okay. So no, it's like the top one from this situation.
Okay, so first generation students are more open to taking more units in Sonoma State. Students that want to take more units as a first generation have the same median as people who don't want to take more units, and not many students say that they would take more units.
To add on to that for the conclusion, looking at the statistics summary, we noticed that the sample size was by far yes more than no, and also there were more outliers in students who said yes than to taking more units, and then the average number of students of first generation will take 15 units, and that is it.
I'm gonna throw some questions your way. Can we go back to the box plots, please? So I know we have either three. We can be in 3 scenarios. No, I'm not a first generation, or I'm not sure if I'm a first gen, or yes. What do we notice about what's going on with I'm not sure? Like that's an ugly box plot. Do we agree? It doesn't even look like a box plot.
Right, it's just like a straight line, like it's with some outliers. I didn't really understand it either. It was kind of confusing as well.
Yeah, so I think it's basically telling us that the Q1, I should start in order, right? The min, Q1, the median, Q3, and the max are all there at 5. Do you think this could be due to the low amount of students who said I'm not sure? We think we only had 9. What do you guys think is going on? Or maybe I should rephrase my question. We're noticing the box plots aren't really working with small samples. Do you think this could be the situation for I'm not sure and no category?
Yeah, I think it's like just because like not that many people voted for that, so we're not going to get as much data for it.
Okay. Well, I am super proud of my first generations who are taking a lot of units, but do you think we had a few typos? Like, can you take 30 units or 60 units in the fall? Do you think maybe they meant like 3 units or 6 units and then accidentally typed them in wrong?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that seems a little crazy, huh?
Yeah, I was like 60 what? Like,
and then maybe the same situation or the same scenario can be applied for like my low outliers. like a 1 unit, like a, I don't know, maybe it is possible that we take a 1 unit, but do you think maybe these students wanted to say like 10 units or 12 units and not 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Right. And
Okay.
right.
Okay.
And like all data is not gonna be like, it's not gonna be like for sure. There's gonna be like some errors.
Yeah, that's the one downfall when collecting data.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Yep. All right.
Gotta work with what you got.
Anyone have any questions for group 3? No questions for group 3? Okay, nicely done, group 3. Please remember to share the slides with me, um, just so that, just in case something goes wrong in Canvas when you upload later. All right, group 2, how are we doing?
Thank you.
Group 2, are we here? Group 2? Dom, Estrella, Elizabeth, Alejandro, Julie. Group 3, I think you have to stop your share. Did you stop your share?
I already stopped it.
Okay. Where's my group 2?
I think Elizabeth is gonna share it.
Okay. If you need any help, Elizabeth, let me know. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so our presentation is gonna be on exploring heart rates before and after meditation, and it's by Julie, Alejandro, Dom, Estrella, and Elizabeth.
We decided to base our question on if there's a significant difference between one's heart rate before and after meditation.
Whoever's speaking, you might be on mute. Dom. Estrella, you we didn't hear you. Group 3, I mean 2. Are we here? Here, okay. I think we're having some tech difficulties with group 2. If you're speaking, you might be on mute. I see. I see Alejandro, Julie. Is Estrella here? Maybe she's disconnected group, so whoever's next, we'll give her a minute to come back and she can do her part. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think is she here? I don't think Estrella's connected. Oh, nope, yes, she's here. Estrella, can you hear us?
Oh, okay. Sorry. My mic didn't want to turn on. It was
No
like
worries.
kind of like glitching a little.
So were you going to talk about the summary statistics?
Yeah, I guess.
Can we go back to the summary statistics, you guys? I think that's the one we skipped. Okay, I think you're all good now.
So I don't really know what to say, sorry.
Okay, what do you notice about your plots? Anything that stood out? I noticed that you guys did a dot plot.
Yeah.
Does any group member want to chime in and help?
We decided to use a dot plot in order to see our data in the easiest way we could, because in a dot plot, everything is very clear.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to say about this slide? If not, you can proceed. summary and conclusion.
Okay, so this pretty much shows how in the dot plot, everything's very cohesive, right? So you can see everything clearly. And there was like where it says brisk activity, it seemed to be a little more full, and for that I feel because you were for the brisk activity you were moving a lot more, the heart rate was obviously going to be higher compared to meditation since you were more calm. So yeah, we didn't see any significant change, just that it was just getting like the heart rate was decreasing. There was like a few outliers. If we can go back to the dot plot, please. Yeah, I was just gonna for the meditation, the outlier we could just mostly notice was the one above 160, and for the brisk activity, it was the one between 120 and 140. And so what we can conclude is, oh wait, if we can go back to, yeah, if we can conclude is that the meditation helped majority of the students like calm down, as it shows on the heart rate, if I didn't miss anything.
Lovely. Thank you, guys. So thank you for pointing out those outliers. It's quite scary if we have someone that has 160 as a heart rate. But it could have been an outlier. I think maybe what the student intended was to type in 60, especially for comparing meditation. And as some of you have pointed out, that technically we use medication to like calm and relieve stress and stuff like that. All right, does anyone have any questions for group 2? No? Okay, if someone can stop the share. All right. Well, thank you for all these 3 lovely presentations. I really enjoyed them all 3. I love the fact that you all knew how to target outliers, and had maybe a small scenario of why they happen. We deal with outliers a lot. I also enjoyed how some of you basically used box plots and talked about them and what they meant, and even some of my little lingo like, oh, it's an ugly box plot, right, stuck with you guys. So this is basically like the second part of your project. Yes, there's more. So for tonight's homework, everyone's going to upload their project. So every single one of you has to upload the project. Even though we're working in a group, each one of you must upload your own version. So basically you all have access to your PowerPoint slides. Just go ahead and upload your PowerPoint slides. For the third part of this assignment of this project is that you have to go and review someone else's project and give them like constructive feedback. This is going to be quite tricky, and I don't quite know how this is going to work, given that we only have 3 groups. So yes, some of you might be giving each other feedback based on your own project, and that's totally fine. Make it work. I'm sure you can. And then tomorrow we'll come back and finalize our projects once we've taken in all the feedback and maybe modified our project in some way or form. Does that make sense? So you'll probably see another announcement from me and maybe even 10 emails. Just kidding. I promise not to bombard you with emails again. Any questions for me?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Any general comments about homework, what's expected, what you have to do tonight? So tonight you're going to upload your projects, and then you're going to give your classmates constructive feedback based on what you can see, what you liked, something that you would do slightly different. I don't know. Okay.
I have a question. Is it one per group?
No, everyone has to upload their upload the project as well. So yes, technically I'm only going to see 3 different versions of projects, but each one of you, so Esther will go in there and upload the project, Dom is going to go in there and upload the project, even if it's the same one. So you'll see an assignment, Carlos, sorry if I'm changing the subject really fast. Carlos, you'll see an assignment really soon. Once it, so there's time frames, and once the time is met, they the constructive feedback will open up, and then you'll see where to give that feedback. Okay. And so hopefully all of this puzzle helps you guys for the fall, because online classes tend to be similar. You're gonna participate in discussions, you're gonna give each other constructive feedback, you're gonna do projects and stuff like that. So tonight's homework assignment, everyone must upload their project, and then you must give constructive feedback to at least 3, and Canvas will assign that automatically. So it's just, we gave each part of the assignment a time frame. So we're giving you time to upload the assignment, and then once, I think it was 3 p.m. Once it's 3 p.m., you'll see your new assignment to give 3 others some feedback, and it's done automatically. So you'll have your 3 students or classmates. Okay. Any questions for me?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, you guys, I had a lovely time. I loved your projects, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Matthew or Riley, who do I give who do I make host?
You can make Riley host or make me host, doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Hi. How was math, everyone? You guys have fun? Or was it just like, eh?
It was cool.
For sure, for sure.
Pretty cool project.
Well, us leaders have a little presentation for you. Let's see. I will stop the recording.